Hi guys. Just waiting to see if anybody shows up. I know I haven't done a live stream in a while because my the camera that I got doesn't work that well. But so I'm streaming from my phone, and I'm sorry about the lighting as well. I'm in my basement because it's really the only area that I have big enough to work on the stuff that I've been working on. Just gonna wait and see. Give a few minutes, see if anybody shows up. I'm gonna be creating a collage, a big collage. I've got a lot of papers. My plan is I have this really big canvas. It's 24 inches by 30 inches, and I want to fill it up with a whole bunch of stuff that I've just been hoarding, basically. So the first layer is just going to be a collage with a bunch of papers that I have. And instead of doing it right on the collage itself, what I'm going to do is I have a couple of 12 by 12 sheets of scrapbook paper that I'm just never going to use. So I'm gonna do a collage on those first, and then I'm gonna cut them up into like 6 by 6 size pieces, and then make a collage with those by piecing them together on the big canvas. So that's my plan today. And I'm just hoping that the audio is good, that you can hear me. I know you can see me because I can see myself. I should actually just test this. Can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me good. So, I guess while I wait for people to show up, I'm just going to get started. I've got my scissors, got my tacky glue, and a lot of these things are like bigger images, like this owl. So I'll probably start with those. I have a few of those that I'm gonna put like one of them on each piece of paper, and then some play money, and these things are just little circles that I cut out of magazines that I don't even remember what I was gonna use them for originally. But once I'm done collaging the 12 by 12s and I get them all glued onto my big canvas, I'm going to then collage these kind of on top to kind of just bring the whole canvas together. So I guess let's get started. I went through one of my drawers yesterday that has just a bunch of scraps. Oh, hey, somebody's here. Hi, Linda. How are you today? I'm working on a collage. I'm not sure how long you've been here, but I'm going to be working on a couple collages on some 12 by 12s with some scraps that I have. My goal for this year is to declutter my craft room, and I don't want to throw things away. So I'm going to try to use as much stuff as I can. So that means a lot of paper scraps that I'm going to collage. And I have this really big canvas that I'm going to collage on, but I wanted to start by collaging on these 12 by 12s first because that canvas is just so big. It's very overwhelming. So starting on something smaller and then cutting it up and then putting it onto the big canvas is just easier to me. I'm doing well. I actually have the day off from work because it's President's Day, so that's really cool. So I decided I might as well try a live stream and see how it goes. And all I'm doing is collaging, nothing super exciting. It's just something that I've been wanting to get done, and I might as well just do it with my friends. Even if no one shows up for the live stream, they'll at least get to watch the replay. And that's fine with me. I didn't tell anybody I was going live, so I'm not really expecting anybody to show up. And it's only the second one I've ever done anyway, so the first one didn't go very well because my camera is, I should say my internet is not very good, like my house internet, so I'm actually streaming from my phone. And I've got 5 12x12s to do, so we'll just see how fast I get them done. I don't really know. I'm not trying to think about this collage. I'm just trying to grab papers and glue them down, because I got this canvas for Christmas and I haven't started because it's so big it terrifies me. And also at some point during this stream I can show my painting, the big painting that I've been working on. But it's so big it might not even actually fit in the screen. But we'll see. And that was another reason why I didn't want to start streaming and collaging directly onto that canvas, because it's so big. I would have to have my camera up so high that I don't even know if I could get the whole thing on the screen. Anyway, that's something I'm gonna have to play with. So I'm starting the collage with some bigger pieces of my scraps. Most of the scraps that I have, they're all over here. Most of the scraps that I have are they're bigger anyway. So I'm just gonna glue some down and see where it leads me. Hopefully I have enough glue for all of this. I don't want to buy any more craft supplies until I've used up and decluttered my room a little bit, just because I have so much. But the only thing I might actually have to buy is glue. Because I don't know that I have enough to do everything that I want to do. Oh, darn it. I thought this was orange on both sides. It's not. Oh, well. I didn't want any white scrap, so that's going to be covered up. At least a little bit. And orange is my favorite color, so I wish that I would have looked at the other side before I started gluing, but that's all right. Can you guys hear me okay? If anybody is still out there? I have some bingo cards from a raffle I went to last year. Or probably 2 years ago now. Because it was definitely before the world went crazy. And I had everybody save their bingo tickets for me so I could use them. And then I just never did. So I have a whole bunch of these that I need to use. Oh. Hi, Kyle. I'm glad you're here. Good thing I stopped talking crap about you, huh? Just kidding. And I'm glad that the sound is good. So it's not going to be the most exciting collage, because it's just going to be a background, and honestly most of this stuff is going to get covered up anyway. At least that's the goal, because my canvas is going to be it's going to be crazy, just like the painting. so there probably won't be much background to see anyway. But I just need to use up this stuff. I have a Minion Valentine. Put that right there. This actually might not take as long as I thought that it would, which is good. I might be able to do more than I wanted to in this stream. I have 5 of these 12 by 12s that I want to fill up, and I've only been going for a few minutes, and this page is more than half filled up. I guess it helps that I chose bigger scraps and not tiny scraps that I was originally going to collage with. But I'm going to cut this white off. I don't want this white in this one. Might actually have to go get more glue. I thought that this bottle would be enough, but I guess I underestimated it. We'll see though. Tell Blue to go lay down. Patches was scratching at my door because she wants to come down here, but she's not allowed down in the basement because somehow she gets on the very first step and she tries to crawl. Like my ceiling in the basement is not finished. It's just a bunch of like metal panels and stuff holding it up. And she likes to get on that top step and try to climb on them and go into my ceiling. And that's very scary. So I don't let the cats down here. Found that out the hard way. I had to get her down once, and it was not a good time. I have a dog bone. Maybe Blue wants this dog bone. That will make him settle down for a bit. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear it, but she is scratching at the door right now because she wants down here with me. I hope you're all staying warm if you're somewhere where it's getting snow, which right now in the United States seems like literally everywhere. We were supposed to have a snowstorm. It snowed a little bit overnight, but not as much as I was expecting. It'll probably all come tonight. Good. Hopefully he'll settle down for you. I got sent a lot of this paper in Happy Mail as well, and wasn't exactly sure what I would use it with. It's a lot of Halloween stuff, and I don't do too much Halloween crafting. Seems like everybody likes Halloween except me, so I'm just gonna take these pumpkin papers and put them to use with this awesome collage. And then I have a lot of these rectangle pages that I think came from a big scrap thing from Walmart with just a bunch of little papers meant for scrapbooking that I've had for a long time and never really used, so might as well use them now. Yeah, me too, Linda. I hate winter. I hate cold. Well, I can deal with cold more than I can deal with snow. I'd rather it be cold and not snow. I just don't like snow, but I guess now since I'm working from home and I don't really have to drive much, it's not as bad, but still, I like warm, I like sun, and I am also definitely ready for spring. That way I can go back outside, get some drill painting done, and just have more fun. Use this one, and we'll put it this way. Yeah, I'm liking how this is turning out. I'm using up a lot of my scraps. Let me get this on camera better. Is this better? Let's see. The weight, since it's on a delay, I can't tell yet. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Let me put my ruler down here so I know where the end of the screen is, and then I'll put my scissors up here. There. Jeez, my cats are going crazy up there. There's not as much tacky glue in a bottle as I thought. And that bottle was full when I started this. I do have a bigger bottle that I can refill from, so I'm probably going to have to do that at some point. I also have a bunch of school glue too, so if I do actually run out of tacky glue, I can always go grab that. I just wanted to use tacky glue because I want this stuff to stay stuck down, and school glue doesn't really work that well for that. So look, we got one page done. Wow, and that only took 8 streaming from my phone and it just rang. So if you did hear that, I apologize. Okay, so we got one page done. I'm going to set it aside to dry. And we'll start on page number 2, which is just a brown sheet of paper. I do not like brown. Not sure where this came from, but it's going to get covered up, definitely. And for this one, we'll use a pretty waterfall, and we'll put it right in the middle. These bigger pieces came from little calendars. They were like 50 cents at the dollar store last year because they were from the previous year. So I grabbed a couple. And even, I think my mom gave me some too. But they're good. They have really nice images on them. Perfect for collaging or journals or anything. And this one's just too pretty. So I'll stick it right in the middle. Yes, the brown needs to go. Let's glue $50 on here. How about that? I have $100,000 on here somewhere. probably should raise my camera a little bit so you can like see that I'm gluing. You can see on screen, but it's just gluing. It's not that exciting. Here, I'll try to glue in screen a little bit better. Just put this right here. And I've got all different kinds of paper, all different colors. I didn't really want to like plan anything. I got a lot of these really cool marbly looking papers. I like these ones. Yeah, I know, that is a good thing. I would have to like, I don't even know what I would do. Ask them if I could just print UPS on a better colored shirt. I mean, brown definitely serves its purpose in certain things, but like there's just certain things that need to be brown, but not in my collage world. Nothing needs to be brown. Oh, here we go. Big calendar page. Perfect. Normally I don't like perfectly square collages, but since all of my scraps, well, not all of them, but most of my scraps were like that, that's just how I left them. Except for this one. This one's not. These flowers. So put some flowers on the page. Hopeful for spring with some pretty flowers. Some green. I should use glue sticks for this, but I don't like glue sticks. At least I haven't found a good enough one to like anyway. I'm sure that they exist. I just haven't found it yet. Any of the glue sticks that I ever tried to use, the paper just comes right off the page. And since I'm going to be cutting these up, they need to be stuck down really well. I don't want them to lift off the page at all when they're cut. I just realized I covered up that whole thing of flowers I just put down. But this is like an embossed rose, so we'll put some more flowers on. I have a giant bottle of tacky glue, but it's so hard to get the glue out of it. And I can't get the lid off, so I tried to pour some into this littler bottle. And I did. I got as much out as I could from just squeezing the bottle, but I'm going to have to figure out how to get that lid off so I can easily pour it into this smaller bottle since it's so hard to squeeze. I'm already running out of glue. I'm surprised. There, I'm not going to cover up these flowers. We'll leave those right there. This must have been from some kind of journal. Just cut it up on the folds. Use one of them. There we go. I keep gluing the wrong side of the page, of the piece of paper that I'm gluing. I wanted to glue this side because it has this yellow highlighter piece, and I wanted to cover that up. I guess I'll have to cover up even more of it. Cover it up like this. I'm going to try to stream more often now that I know that I can from my phone. It seems to be working pretty well. I just don't really know when. Today was kind of a fluke. It came to me last night since I don't have to work today. And a lot of the other people that I watch their crafting, they all have a schedule that they stream from, and I don't want to step on their toes. So I'm not exactly sure when I'll be streaming. I don't know when I'll feel like streaming, but for now, it'll probably just be random, kind of like today was, until I figure out a day that would work best for me. Let's put a bingo card on this one too. I need like something I can put my glue in upside down so that way it stays at the bottom, because every time that I set it down, all of the glue drips back down to the bottom and it makes it a lot harder to squeeze. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind too. Find like a cup or something that I can put it in. There we go, nice bright red piece. Okay. I made these circles, these big circles, for another project that I was working on, and I cut out too many. So I'm gonna use this nice circle. Yeah, laying it down would help too, instead of just turning it back over. That way at least it's somewhat on the bottom. Oh yeah, that definitely helps a lot, sitting it down sideways. Now I just have to remember to do that. A lot of pink and blue on this page. That was not on purpose. Yeah, that's good right there. Purple. Here's a purple piece. It's a big purple piece. I think a little bit of brown is going to show on this collage, but that's all right. A little bit will be okay. I can deal with a little bit of brown. Let's get one more small piece right there. Perfect. And page number 2 is done. Hopefully these dry okay. I should have brought something down here that I could set on top of these to make sure that they stay down as they're drying, but I didn't do that. And I'm not gonna go find anything either. It's okay though. So we'll set this one aside and start on page number 3. This page will start with a nice beach. There we go. Nice, wait. Yeah. That angle of that picture is really weird. But that's where I would like to be right now. Laying in that hammock on a nice sunny beach somewhere. Perfect. And we'll put some flowers on this page as well. I've only been to the ocean once in my life, and it was awesome. It was Myrtle Beach. I went like 5 years ago or so with my family, and I had a great time, and I would love to go back. Or to even more beaches. Any beach, really. I don't discriminate. Yes, it would. Chaotic Kyle, whatever you want me to call you. That's my boyfriend, by the way. We'll have to go to the beach sometime. I think the only beaches that would like even be warm right now would be ones in like California, and even that might be pushing it, because everywhere on the East Coast just seems to be getting hit with cold and snow. And even Texas has snow, which is crazy. So I wouldn't put it past California having snow right now. There. There's a second side of flowers on this. So we'll put those ones on this time. I haven't figured out what I want the second layer of my big collage to be, so I'm gonna have to think about that. Because I would like to only build my big giant collage on stream, so they don't really have any other ideas of things to stream about, and I would just like to continue streaming. But I'm gonna have to see if I can even get that canvas on screen, since it's giant, and my the thing that holds the camera up, I forget what it's called, but that thing's only so big. Oh, here's a squirrel tripod, my tripod. Here's a little squirrel image, that's cute. We'll put that on here somewhere where it won't get covered up. Right here. It's pretty cold in my basement. My page keeps scooting down somehow. I need to clean off my desk in my craft room, so that way I can stream on there again, because I guess it really depends on what time I stream. If I stream at night, it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna have lights and shadows anyway. But if I stream during the day, which I don't really know that I would be able to unless it was on a weekend, I could keep my windows open and have natural light, and there wouldn't be so many shadows. But since it's just a collage, you don't really need to see it anyway. You can see most of it. I have a lot of old calendars that have like nice backgrounds on them, and I think I might just do one big collage using only calendar pieces one of these days. I don't really know what I would use it for, but I'm sure I could figure something out. I have to do 5, and this is already my 3rd one. So I'm moving along at a pace much quicker than I thought that I would. At least I think 5. It's a 24 by 30 canvas, and these are 12 by 12 pages. So I need 4 full 12 by 12s at least, and then 1 that I would have to cut up. I mean, they're all going to get cut up anyway, but that's how I did the math. You do the math. Uh-oh. It looks like it's getting a little bit choppy. Unless that's just my Wi-Fi. Never mind. It seems like my phone is still doing okay, I hope. But my Wi-Fi that I'm streaming back on is bugging out on me. Because my phone, I'm using my data, but the laptop is using my Wi-Fi that I'm actually watching the playback on, so I can see the chat. I guess really I could just pause the video, but then I wouldn't be able to see what I was doing. So I'll just leave it. I'll have to think of what I want to do for my second layer. In the meantime, I have a lot of embroidery floss string that I'm also trying to use up, and I've been weaving with some of the bigger pieces, but I also have a lot of smaller pieces that I'm thinking about just cutting up a whole bunch of them and gluing like little pieces, little strands all around the canvas as well to give it like some texture. I think that would look cool. And it would use up a lot of string as well. Yeah, I don't have any of those. You'll have to give me some. Here we go. Some orange and some pink. Most of this background is going to get covered up anyway, so I feel like pictures of peppers or garnets are more foreground. Those don't need to be covered up. That's why most of these don't have too much going on. Like these beach pictures, yeah, those are cool. They're probably going to get covered up, but I have a whole calendar of these beach pictures. If I really wanted to, I could collage some more on top so they could get seen better. But these are going to be backgrounds anyway, and probably, if not fully covered up. And they're all scraps. Stuff that I just needed to get rid of without actually throwing away. It's all perfectly good paper. Doesn't need to go in the garbage. Just needs to go somewhere pretty. Let's see. Oh, this one doesn't have $1. We'll put $100,000 on here. Yeah, that'll be good. And then page number 3 will be completed. Perfect. If I didn't have to wait so long for this glue to dry, I would just do all the cutting today and try to get them on my big canvas today. But since it's tacky glue, it's not really quick drying. I don't think that cutting it today would be a good idea. So I guess that's what the next stream will be. I wish I had $100,000 to show you. But this is the best that I can do. So we'll move on to page number 4 out of 5. Get bingo sheet. This one is like velvety. I have another pretty waterfall sunset page that I'm going to use on this as well. And another dog bone. We'll put $500 on this page. There we go. Some red. And, oh, this is cool. I like that. Okay, see if all these will fit on here. Start with this pretty sunset over a waterfall. Next time I might have to bring my little heater down here. I don't spend that too much time down in my basement. And it's pretty cold. Yeah, I think so. I think the basement is where it belongs. March 2020. That was a crazy month. And nothing has been normal since. Might have to cover that date up. Nobody needs a reminder of March 2020. And we'll do that with $500. I mean, that's what the government tried to do. Cover up March 2020 with $500. So I might as well try that as well. There we go. Perfect. Now it's just a pretty picture of vines. I really like this one. It's like metallic silver on white. I should have saved that for something, but if I would have done that, I never would have used it. So it's gonna fit right there. It's a good thing that I only have one page left because I'm running out of glue in my bottle. Might have to take a time out and refill this bottle. Or just don't ever set it down. So that way the glue stays on the bottom. I'll try that. See if I can hold it upright for the rest of the stream. Next time I'll bring my extra glue bottles down here. I didn't think I would need them, so I didn't bring them. Once I get these cut up and ready to put them onto the canvas, I might see if I can hand sew some of them onto it with the embroidery floss that I have. And that way it'll give it some texture and it'll look cool, I think, anyway. I just don't know how well the canvas would hold up with a bunch of holes in it. But it is a giant canvas, so it might. Since I'm in my basement, I can't see if it snowed anymore. My road was actually clear when I came down here. And my road is not ever clear when it's snowing because it's a back road. And it doesn't get plowed very often. One more piece on this page and then it is completed. And then I'll have just one more to go. And then the stream will be complete. I'm going to try to show off my painting though. I just don't know how well I'll be able to get it on the canvas or on the screen. But I'm going to try. Okay. And I still have a ton of scraps left over. Yeah, it hasn't really snowed here much at all day. I woke up, there was a little bit of snow. It snowed off and on, but nothing that really added up. How about we start this page with a penguin and a baby penguin. Sure, it'll be at an angle. Why not? No, I don't want to put that there. Put another silver piece. This page is also $100,000. This came from a baby animals calendar. Happy Halloween. Seems like my glue bottle will last for the rest of this page, which is good. What's this? Don't know. I'm gonna use it then. Almost done. And they turned out perfect. I have a bunch of tissue paper over here that once everything's all cut up and glued onto the canvas, I'm gonna put a couple pieces of tissue paper on top to give it a little bit of texture and a little bit of like dimension. You can kind of see through it. Okay. One more piece. Maybe two. I'll put this orange piece. Yeah, one more. Put these flowers. And my glue made it. It lasted the whole time. Definitely have to refill that though before next time. So all my collage pages are done. Took about a little over an hour. Not too bad. So we can go through them again. We got this one that we just finished. And then this one. And this one. And this one. I like that Valentine's Day card on it. And then this one with the penguin. They're perfect. Now I want to see how much of this canvas I can get in screen. This is the size of the canvas that I will be collaging on, but this is the first one that I started, and I made that one a painting. So I'm going to go grab it. And here it is. I'm waiting for my laptop to catch up to see how much of this. Wow, this is covering up the whole thing. It's huge. I'm going to mess with the camera a little bit and see how, if I can raise it so you can see the whole thing. But it might not work out very well up there. But yeah, this is the size of the canvas. It's big. Like, my hands are on the bottom and you can't even see them. So I'll do like a little pan. So this is the front corner. And then I'll just pan it across a little bit so you can kind of see some of the stuff going on. And then this is the other corner. This is really awkward to hold. So there's like the middle and my charger cord's in the way, so I can't really do too much with it, but yeah, this is what I've been working on slowly the past couple months since I got it for Christmas, and it's been fun. I don't know what will come next with it, but I like it. And I think that is gonna end my stream. So thanks for watching, and next time, whenever that may be, I'm not sure, but next time I will work on cutting up those 12 by 12s that I just collaged and get them stuck onto the canvas. I'm gonna have to play with my camera obviously a little bit because this is the size of the canvas that I'll be working on and it's giant. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get the whole thing on screen. So thanks for coming and hope you had fun watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.